Alright, so hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am Kat, and today I am working on my prep work for Nanowrimo this year. And yeah, let's see if everything's going alright. It seems to be. Alright, let's get started. I'm sorry about the noise. Traffic. I can't stop it. I would have set a timer on my watch, but I'm not wearing my watch today. It's still on the charger over there. So let's start a short timer, about 10 minutes. Um, and let's go with this little cake. I'm going to open the room and type in the code. Let's see. And there you go. Let's get writing, shall we? Starting. Oh, phone's on charger. Not anymore. Let's get started now. Said now. Oh, not enough part. Oh, wait. Or just cancel. Or invite people. The only two friends I have in the Forest app. All right, so while I'm seeing if they want to join, I will go ahead and talk about my story for a bit. And to do that, I'm going to actually switch to screen right here. So I have three families. I have royal family number one, I have royal family number two, and number three. Now, I also have this screen, and that's the main bad guy that turns one of the princes evil, but not evil. Um, For the royal family, number one, I have the generations all the way with the first king. Um, the sons, the first son is named after the father. Whether it's the first middle name, the second middle name, or the third middle name, or whatever. And then the second king will then have children and name the first son after them. Except where Tristan has Damien, he used his first name as the child's middle name. And Damien decided, I'm going to have a William. I'm going to name him William Damien, and so on and so forth. Now, William in this story is not a good person. He, it's kind of hard to say. He decided he wanted to rule the world with his best friend, and they are they're in the process of that. And William, he's abusive. Okay, we'll just say that. He's abusive. So Julius, his son, at the age of 16, Julius kills William. Okay, so that is something that the characters don't really find out about until the end of Act 1, going into Act 2. So, and Julius married Lonnie, and Lonnie is named after one of my friends. Julius and Lonnie have Frederick III, George, Katerina, Thomas, Derek, and Blake II. And Lonnie is pregnant with a baby girl. She doesn't know that it's a baby girl yet. At the beginning of the story, I don't know. But at the end of Act 2, that's when they find out, oh, she just gave birth to a baby girl. This story is kind of like a modern royal story. I don't know. And sorry if you can hear sirens. I cannot control that. Anyway, this is kind of modern in the fact that they have many of the same languages that we do. And there's schools, except that it's also, oh, what's the word? It's also your normal, kings and queens and princesses and prince and princesses. That kind of story. So it's like a mix of the two. I hope. Anyway, here's the backstory for the first family. I've just gone over this already. Family motto is Familia sumo Christo decus et veritatis. Veritatis. Family honor and truth. That is Latin right there. It is very, very hard to pronounce. By the way that I butchered it. Rules of the Land, I hadn't done that yet. And of course, I haven't done any of the villagers. Generations for the second family. I didn't go into as much detail on this one. Um, and they have not accepted my invite yet. Anyway, this is the bad princess family. His name is Eduardo. And just a name that popped into my head. And the royal family number 3, this is the good prince's name. Now, I did change his name. Before I started writing, his name was Sergio, or no, Sergey. Sergey. A very Russian name, and I like that. But I decided to go with Dimitri because of Vampire Academy. I am a very, very strong believer in the Vampire Academy series. I love that series. So, yeah, and that's my reasoning for the name. And over here I have Act 1, opening scene, setup, theme stated, catalyst, and debate. And let's see. The opening scene, I just have her going through a long hallway, looking at all of the portraits, getting lost in thought. Setup is where the king and his advisors are talking about contract. Theme stated is about you might find love in the most unlikely places. Catalyst is where all the things start happening. The princes arrive. The princess says no. And then the debate. There's 2 parts. This is really long. Yes, I know. Katerina gets advice from her sister-in-law, and then the 2 princes fight. Letters start arriving, threatening the family. The queen is about 3 months long. And then the king realizes he has to tell them about his past and the horrible crime that he committed. The second part of the debate, Katerina debates on whether she will help the family out by finding the guy that is threatening her family, or if she should just let things go on as they are and focus only on her. And then Act 2, we have Break Into 2, the B story, fun and games, midpoint, bad guys close in, all is lost, and the dark night of the soul. So Break Into 2 is when she finally decides she's going to go. She sneaks out of the castle, and the 2 princes follow her. B story. The 2 princes represent the B story. They help her out different ways. The journey starts. Right here, I just have kind prince because at the time I didn't know if I really wanted to go with Dimitri or what. I have things highlighted, like this entire area needs to be reworded. And here I need to actually get some info on the world. Fun and games, that's where the ups and downs of all the story plots go. It's, she's pretty much thriving in this new world. She is understanding that she's getting a little bit closer to finding out who is threatening her family. Like over here, this is a plot note that I need to come up with. He's writing strange letters after writing to his family, he calls them little notes. This is very important because these letters, some of them are the threatening letters and some are just, hey, do this for me. Alright, so the midpoint. This is the middle of the book. Okay? Up to this point, she's had a good life. She is trying to find out who is threatening her family. She's trying to find a way to get out of this contract. She is living life, finding adventure, and she's happy. Until. Okay. So, at the end of the Fun and Games beat, the three royals notice that they're being followed. The bad prince leads them to a village saying that maybe the people following them will pass them by. But they don't. The men attack, and all three of the royals fight them off and have a victory in the story. Her wound is bandaged, but her stubbornness makes her decide to go on. They reach the good prince's castle, and she finds another letter. The letter is the raising the stakes bit of the midpoint. And let's see, this is also where the good prince comforts her. Okay, he sees that she got a letter that really upset her, so he holds her and he comforts her. They almost kiss, okay? Almost kiss. Then the bad guy shows up. Okay. Over here, I'm like, do I mean Head Start? I don't know. But, they start their journey back. And because they are starting their journey back, they're going faster. They're rushing to make sure that they get back in time. And it's taken a lot less time to get back to her castle. When she gets there, she dismounts really quickly and she rushes inside and she's being told that her father is in his study. So she tells them all about the trip, especially the last letter. Of course, they're worried. Everyone's worried. They must come up with a plan. And while they're trying to come up with a plan, the two princes put their things in the guest rooms. And then after that, Katerina's mom, the queen, who is about 7 months pregnant at the time, she goes into the dining room. She's just, I'm going so slow, I might as well get there before the rest of the family does. And oh shit. And she's waddling. She doesn't like to admit it, but she's waddling. And then I have this right here. This note is I need to go back in the story somewhere and mention the baker's wife's tarot skills because of this point right here. The baker's wife said, "Oh, you're going to have another girl. Finally, you're going to have another girl." Um, the good prince decides that he's going to go chat with the bad prince, and he's not there. But he sees weird letters on the desk, so he goes in, and the bad guy has been writing to someone and getting pointers in how to leave the threatening letters. The good prince is furious. This other guy comes into the castle to marry the princess, and he's threatening her family. So he's being held for questioning. For the all is lost part, I wanted to show that the bad guys arrive in her country while the royal family is still planning. And then the battle starts. When the battle starts, her mom goes into labor. So all this is a really action-packed beat right here. Sorry, that was an accident. All right. Let's see. So she watches the battle and sees her father get cut down. So she sees her father is really badly wounded, okay? He is like on the ground bleeding to death. And she jumps up and she runs out of the castle, grabs her dad's sword from the ground, and attacks the bad guy. So she finds out that she can do a lot more than she thought she would be able to. She almost goes against her morals, but she didn't. And when the bad guy leaves, she spins around on her heel, looks at her brothers, and says, "Let's go. Let's get him to the healing halls." And they hurry the king in there. He's being worked on, and Katerina goes back to where her mother is and waits for the birth. That's when they find out that the queen had a baby girl, and Katerina feels that she's no longer being punished for being jealous when she was 5. And we also find out that the sister-in-law is now 3 months pregnant. At the end of this beat, they all go to see the king, including the queen goes as well. They go to see the king to say goodbye. And this entire part is a very sad part. The king dies and everyone is mourning. So they mourn for an entire week. They would have mourned a lot longer, but they need to crown the new king as soon as possible to protect the country. And Act 3 only has 3 beats. Break into 3 finale final image. So the break into 3 is just where the coronation happens. That is the only beat, or that's the only thing in this beat, is the coronation. For the finale, but I don't have anything written here yet, that is where King Frederick III is finalizing the plans slash marriage contract between Katerina and Dmitri. And then the final image or closing image is well, it's the opposite of the opening image, where you have the opening image is before her transformation. She is the stubborn, jealous, selfish girl, but she has a kind side to her. At the closing image, she's not quite so jealous. She still gets that way a little bit, like she's working on it. And she she is trying her best to get over her faults or grow through them. And I have got to. Okay, so she's trying to get over being jealous all the time. She's still stubborn. I mean, that's probably never going to change. She's not as stubborn. She's more open to other people's opinions. She's more open to um, everything, really. So that's this image, and right now I am going to get to work. I have the starting words, which is 18. Can't really see it. I'm going to have to go over it. So I am reaching over for my Sharpie. Okay. Alright, so it is sorting words for break into three. There's 18 words in that side. And I am going to start the timer. Alright, let's write. Alright. Move my leg back up. And get my oops. My inner edit is like, come on. Thank you. I need more coffee. Hmm. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how this ends. Mm, And yes, I actually put in insert them into the story. Yes, I did. I was just like, I can't think of them right now. Put them in. The angle I have my keyboard at is hurting my wrist because my wrists are like this as I type and it hurts. It's easier if I have my wrist like this, I can type. That only happens if I have both my legs on the ground or both feet on the ground. Mm. I have reached 100 words. Tidbit. I don't know if it's really a party, but it's a party. Um, I have about 30 seconds left. Mm, okay, cool. About, I have to finish this up real quick. They into Lincoln's chambers. All right, so how many words did you come up with? Oh, Michaels, don't do this to me, Michaels. while we do that, I am going to switch over to here. And update my words. Sorry, I was just doing oh, wrong one. I was doing math. I got 146 words this session. Feeling really good about it. At home, on the desktop. 120. Oh, fudge. 01. 20. 01. 32. So it took me about 12 minutes because I had to add that little bit at the end. And boom. So I'm at 4,245 words. Why Best Buy? So, how did y'all do? Did you do well? I nearly dropped my keyboard. Alright, so I just updated my words in the chat. And I'll be right back. Let's see if I can. It's not gonna work. Alright, I will. No. So, I'm back. Hopefully that didn't take too long. And what shall we talk about now? This is the angle I need. Felt really good about that scene. Drivers. All right, so I've already explained what I'm going to do for the finale. Who wants to do another writing sprint? Let me know in chat, and get right on that. someone is live streaming on YouTube, Nanowrimo. So I might jump on there later. So got my Save the Cat beat sheet thing up on my iPad. That was me bringing that up. And I am moving to Act 3 finale. 5-point finale. I don't know if I can do that. But I can try. Wow. No, I can't. Just reading through it some more, I don't think I can because it won't fit in with the story. Alright, so I'm up for another sprint. Are you? Alright, so if I'm sitting a little bit lower than I was earlier, it's because I have this pillow under my butt to keep me up to where you can actually see me, but it's going flat. And I have this habit of slouching, 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 slouching. I'm good to go. Hmm. I think I'll change it to this tree. Bless me. Sorry. I knew that was gonna come up. I knew that was gonna happen. Dang it. Oh, I'm gonna go blow my nose and wash my hands. I'll be right back. And then we can get started on, say, 20 minutes. That one backed out. That one's so backed out. And I hate when it does that. Alright, I was wondering, yes, I have a studio apartment. It was my kitchen, but I don't really like it as much as I thought I might. I kind of need more space, so my friend and I are going to move into an apartment together. Just as friends, but yeah. Alright, let me get this blanket back up over my legs. Hmm. Oh, my nose is itchy. Alright, so let's do 20 minutes, okay? And don't mind the picture up here. Right here, I'll show you. Ready, set, go. Did I do it E or E? Ah, let's see. Ah, I know how to make this a little bit more exciting, action-packed, whatever. Okay, so okay, so she has she has an attraction she has an attraction for him, and she has very strong feelings, but like I said up here, she's worried about that's all that that's there. That's all that is there. Okay. Um so what if she marries him but she's not in love with him? She likes him, but she's not in love. That's her fear. Ah, I always put you instead of I because I'm using my index finger instead of my middle finger when I go to. Okay, so this last sentence, um, Dimitri is just saying, hey, if we marry and you still don't love me, um, we can get a divorce, and because we have married, there won't your country won't become bankrupt because of breaking a contract, because the contract would have been fulfilled already. So that's what he's trying to say. I it's kind of hard to explain it, but it's there. Ah, Alright, so I am watching a stream real quick. Alright, not really watching a stream, but I was watching a clip to help me get in the mood. Ah! What the heck am I doing? Ah! Sheesh, I got 3 L's instead of 2. Okay, so for this, I have it to where um, she's going back and forth, or this conversation is going back and forth about first, her feelings. Will she love him? Um, Now it's about children, and she's like, well, how many am I required to have? And everyone's surprised because in this day and age, for the story, you're not required to have a certain amount of kids anymore. But she's in the mindset that getting married in an arranged marriage means that you have to have only one kid or only two kids if the first one's female. Um, she doesn't realize yet that just because you're in an arranged marriage doesn't mean you are restricted on how many kids you have. So Dimitri is going to help her realize that, and so will Frederick. So, yep. Ow, my hands. Helps if I can actually see my finger. Okay, so um, I'm actually moving along quite well in this beat. Got almost 300 words, and I try to get 7 more before we end. I'll just leave it at that. All right, so 300 words. It has been 20 minutes. So let me update that real quick. Sorry, I'm slouched down. So you can't see my mouth moving, but you know I'm talking to you. Alright, let me update. Okay, so I'm at 4,500 words-ish. I've got a total of 464 words today. Hopefully you cannot hear my neighbor, but yeah. Alright, so I am steadily moving on. If you can see this bit right here, that's where I accidentally deleted my project after my first sprint on the 3rd. And so when I went to work on it the 4th, I got 159 words, but it brought me way down. So I'm working up. I'm working up. I am really ahead of my goal though. For today, I was supposed to only have 3,100 words, and I'm already at 4,500. And my goal is 6,000 for this month until November. So I am working towards it. And I can't wait until Nanowrimo. I am so excited. Let me get over to the final image. Yeah, final image, um, the last beat of the story, and hopefully, I will finish on a strong note, and then maybe I will go back and fill things in, like fill in all the names of the princes. Ugh. And then I have more work to do after this. I have to work on campfire and index cards. So let's work. I'm not going to do a sprint on this one. We're just going to write. Um, okay. So, wait, I lost track. What is she adjusting to? Oh, yeah. Shellfish. Self. Okay. So, her brother has finalized the marriage contract between her and Dimitri. They have a small party. Uh, she is slowly coming to terms that her life is different now. She can no longer be the selfish person that she was before. And while taking care of her baby sister, or helping to take care of her baby sister, she's working on her jealousy. Um, she likes adventures now that she's had one of her own. And she's become more open with the people around her. And oh yeah, mm, Okay, so this is important. Oops, wrong one. Because leads to next. And spoiler alert, there's 7 books total. Okay, so I am going to update this one. 147. Feeling good about it. And it, cool. 611 words today. The last of my coffee. So that's where I'm going to leave it today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Um, right here you can see, oh, right here you can see my author name on nanowrimo.org. And I hope you follow me, friend me, and I shall see you later. All right.